Hello, welcome. Let's have a look at the episode number 8, still under dynamic mechanics, under course outline equations of what? Motion. So an electric train moving at 20 kilometers per hour accelerates to a speed of 30 kilometers per hour in 20 seconds. We have to find the distance traveled in meters during the period of what? Acceleration. So what we need is the distance. We're looking for distance. And that distance must be in what? Meters. Then the time is in seconds. But the velocities or the speed is in kilometers per hour. So it means the kilometer must move to a meter. Then hours must move to what? A second. Then we can think of what to do. So first thing first, I have my initial velocity, which is what? 20 kilometers per hour. I need to change this. What is the convection between kilometers and hour? I know if I have 1 kilometers, it gives me 1,000 what? Meters. Just one. It's giving 1,000. Then 20 of them. That will be what? More, right? Alright. Then in the case of that, I also know 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds. So I am going to convert this. Remember, this is 20 kilometers divided by 1 hour. 20 kilometers divided by what? 1 hour. Therefore, your initial velocity is 20 kilometers. Kilo in meters. That is what? Times 1,000 meters divided by 1 hour, which is now going to be 1 times this 3,600 what? Seconds. So if I put that on my calculator, that will be 20,000, right? Divided by 3,600. And that gives us 5.56 meter per second. So our initial velocity is known. Accelerate to another velocity with the speed of this. Meaning final velocity of 30 kilometers per hour will now become 30 times 1,000 meters divided by 3,600 seconds. So let's see what that is going to be in terms of final velocity. 30,000, right? 3,600, and that will give you 8.33 meter per second. So per preamble, we know initial velocity, final velocity. What else is given in the question? We have been given time. I know the time is also given as 20 seconds. Seconds. The next thing to do is to find out what other information that is being mentioned. Period of acceleration. The acceleration is also mentioned but unknown. Distance travel is mentioned, unknown. So these are the two information that are unknown. To find this, if you check all the three equations of motion, the first one has only acceleration with no distance. So we can't use it. The second one has acceleration and distance in it. So it means that to find this, I need to know this. The third also have same. So first thing first, I need to find acceleration. And I can do that by saying that from equation 1, which is V equals to U plus what? AT. Your acceleration, by definition, change in velocity over time taken. As in, this is coming here to subtract divided by t. That is just the raw definition. What do I do? Initial and final velocity. Final 8.33. Initial velocity 5.56 divided by what? Time, which is going to be 20 seconds. So let's see. 8.33 minus 5.56. That will give you 2.77. Then I will divide that by what? 20. and that will give you 0.1385 acceleration meter per second what? Square. So now that I know acceleration, time is known, initial and final velocity is known, I can put any of the two remaining equations that I can deal with. Which one do I think? I think the one that have the distance from the beginning equals to ut plus 1/2 at squared. In this case, yeah, I have that information I need. If I make use of the second one, which also make use of both the initial and final, we can make use of the two equations that are left. Let's make use of this and see. You will try the other one and see if the answers are going to be similar. Can I buy space somewhere here? Let's see. So if I'm going to do this, I am doing substitution. So your S will be equals to initial velocity, which is going to be 5.6, that is 5.6, multiplied by time, which is 20, plus half of the acceleration. Where is the acceleration? We have it to be 0.1385 times the time, all square. Let's put this down step by step and see. 5, 6, 20. That will give you the first one, 1.2 plus. Let's put the second one all together as a half, multiplying 0.1385 times 20 squared. Put all down together. Okay. 27.7. Adding all together. So that will be giving you 138.9 distance. So in what? Meters. So the distance traveled during the period of acceleration is going to be 138.9 what? Meters. Just by using the second word equation. If you want to make use of the first equation, just by rough calculation, we know we have V2U plus what? 2AX. This is what you are looking for. So your S is now going to be V squared U squared then divided by what? 2A. So if we can put this as a rough calculation, final velocity is what do we have? 8.33 all squared minus initial velocity 5.56 all squared. This will be divided by, let's see what we have, 2 times A. And what is our A? That will be 0.1385, and that will be giving you 138.9. So you can see, even though we did not make use of the final velocity in this calculation, we arrive at the same solution as to make use of this. Alright, so it is the question that determines which of the equations to make use of. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Come back for more as we keep learning together.